Mercury in Scorpio, October 13th to November 2nd. Sharp instincts, deep, meaningful conversations, private investigations, psychological thrillers, sixth sense. Hello, my name is Eliane Nicole. I'm your astrologer and tarot reader, and in this video I will be talking about the transit of Mercury, the planetary messenger, traveling through the deep, dark waters of Scorpio, October 13th to November 2nd, 2024. But first, if you're watching this on Instagram, I'm only going to post the first 5 minutes here. The entire video will be available on my YouTube channel, Eliane Nicole. My YouTube channel is my name, Eliane Nicole. I will put the link in the profile bio on my Instagram page to get to the YouTube channel. If you're watching on YouTube, please make sure that you subscribe. Please hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. Please like, please comment, please share. It all helps me in the algorithm, helps me to grow my community, and puts me in a position to continue to give these free astrological offerings. And if you're watching on Instagram, make sure that you are following me at astrology.tarot.Eliane Nicole, and also on Instagram. Like, share, comment, help me in the algorithm, guys. And now, without further ado, I am going to talk about my interpretation of Mercury, the planetary messenger, moving through the sign of Scorpio for the next 3 weeks. And Mercury's quick. He's a busybody. He's the planetary messenger. He's the ruler of communications. He is the governor of our intellect. You know, how we think, how we speak, how we listen, how we write, how we learn. And so, Mercury's got a short but significant stay in Scorpio, because this is such a significant time in history when you look at where all of the planetary alignments are, and it truly is a holistic art. Astrology is a holistic art. All the planets and all the signs and all the degrees and all the aspects have their separate individual meanings, but you really have to put it all together to get the truest picture of what the quality of any given moment in time is. And so I definitely encourage you to, go back and watch the Libra solar eclipse video, because we're still in that lunar cycle until November 1st. So that will give you further context to what I'm about to talk about with Mercury traveling through Scorpio. And also watch, the Pluto at the 29th degree of Capricorn videos that I did. There's a part 1 and a part 2. Those are going to give you additional context to, what's going on with Mercury traveling in Scorpio, as well as the Grand Water Trine video that I posted, and also the Mars and Cancer video. All of those videos are going to give even greater context and a more full picture. But I want to take things apart little by little, because it's so much to take in one sitting. And so Mercury in Scorpio, in people, this is the detective, this is the private investigator, this is the researcher, the archaeologist, the psychotherapist or psychoanalyst. Mercury in Scorpio is a deep thinker. So during this period, this 3 weeks, we might find ourselves in very deep, meaningful conversations. You might find yourself doing a deep dive into a research project of some kind. For some people, this will entail private investigation or hiring a private investigator. This is, a great time for detective work. This is a great time to crack the case, to solve the mystery. For writers, this is a great time for writing a horror film, a psychological thriller, a detective novel, a whodunit. But for some, it might be that you are participating in a real life whodunit or psychological thriller or detective story. It can go either way. So Mercury, Scorpio is the watery yin fixed temple of Mars. So this Mercury is ruled by Mars, who's currently debilitated in the sign of Cancer. And so, and then Mars is ruled by the moon because of it's in Cancer. So that makes this a moody Mercury. And we have to look at where the moon is, and the moon's switching signs every 2.5 days. So this Mercury's mood will be changing quickly every 2.5 days. And in general, I think because Mars happens to be in Cancer this year while Mercury's in Scorpio, Mercury is thinking a lot about privacy, security, safety, family matters, matters about homeland security, family security and privacy. Mercury is thinking a lot about focused on bloodline and heritage and the homeland. Mercury in Scorpio is a very stubborn Mercury also, so you might find that people are more stubborn during this period than usual. And it's a very focused Mercury. Mercury in Scorpio can really fixate on something with a laser beam focus and not take their mind off of it, So all of these qualities will be kind of in the general mental energy during this transit. And so I think I talked about like the broad strokes of what to expect. I'm going to talk about some of the specific transits now. On October 21st, Mercury is forming a trine to Pisces, Saturn in Pisces. So this has to do with a high emotional intelligence. This has to do with the forming of long-term, very good long-term strategies. This has to do with emotional commitments, compassion, forgiveness, empathy, high emotional EQ, like just a deep, penetrative mind, deep contemplation. I may have already said that. On October 30th, and for the Mercury trine Saturn, I feel like this just kind of enhances the grand water trine that's already going on and everything that I talked about in that video. So definitely go back to watch that Mars, that grand water trine video I posted, and I'll put a link to that in the notes of this video. On October 30th, Mercury in Scorpio is forming an opposition to Uranus in Taurus. So this can be sudden revelations. This can be unexpected news that comes from the depths. This can be secrets being revealed that shake things up quite a bit. This can also be erratic thinking or nervousness or restlessness. This can be, forensic accounting that brings up some surprise revelations. This can definitely be emotional breakdowns out of nowhere. This can also be cracking a case. And that's the same, I want to say, with the October 21st trine to Saturn. There is this energy of solving a mystery that's been going on for a long time, like something that's been going on for the past 28 years possibly can be solved at the Mercury and Scorpio trine Saturn, but also something that's been going on since March of 2023 can all of a sudden be solved in the Mercury trine Saturn of October 21st. But October 30th also brings sudden revelations and cracking the case and secrets coming out, information that's buried for a long time, surfacing out of nowhere in some unexpected way, shocking, unexpected news, shocking, unexpected conversations. On October 31st, Mercury in Scorpio will be trining Neptune in Pisces. This is very psychic energy. In general, all of Mercury's transit through Scorpio is a time to really trust your instincts and your intuitive abilities and your kind of psychic abilities. But this trine with Neptune is also very artistic. It's great for writing poetry and painting. It's great for filmmaking and photography, anything involving images. This might be a time where you want to be near the water or be near the ocean. This is a time of high emotional intelligence, empathy, and, compassion, things like that. It's a time where you can really have a sixth sense and have a psychic ability, be picking up on, messages from the other side, channeling. November 11th, Mercury is forming a trine to Mars in Cancer. Again, this is harmonious communication where there has been maybe family strife or challenges within the family. This is also very psychic. This is a time where you can have very focused mental energy around, this can be for people personally. It can be having to do with mothers or family matters, parents, bloodline. On the collective, this is a very strategic time in matters of war. Let's see. But, it's also a time of healing where there's been family strife or family battles going on. Mercury is also forming a sextile with Pluto at this time. So this is deep, transformative, cathartic conversations, and deep mental processes that are revealing or unearthing, buried kind of, buried, the shadow topics, but having an opportunity to heal around those more kind of shadowy topics in family situations or in situations regarding, regeneration, rebirth, darker topics of some kind. And this can be a time where, old problems, deep issues are being resolved and communicated about. And then finally, Mercury moves into Sagittarius that day, which is another video for another day. And so I kind of sped through that video, but I think I touched on most of the points that I want to say. Come back soon. Stay tuned for my full moon of Aries video. The full moon of Aries coming up on the October 17th is a real big full moon for the collective and for many of us in our personal lives. And contact me for a reading. I think astrology works best when you work one-on-one with Astrologer. We can look at where Mercury is traveling through your chart, and as well as where the full moon is happening, and as well as where Pluto is at the 29th degree of Capricorn. I love to read for people. I read on Zoom, so I can read for people anywhere in the world, anywhere in the country. It is my joy to read, and I would love to read for you. So definitely contact me. The link to book a reading with me will be in the notes. And what else do I want to say? I guess that's it for now. Just thank you so much for joining me. See you soon.